Hello, Mrs. Bell's class. We are outside today on my back porch with my plants in my little garden because we are going to read the Vegetable Alphabet Book by Pallotta. Alright, so let's get started. When planting a garden, the first thing we have to do is prepare the soil. The ground needs to be turned over. Any sticks and stones should be tossed aside. We then might add the compost to enrich the soil. Ultimately, we want the soil to be loose and level. Oops! Here is a vegetable ready to harvest. A is for asparagus. We do not have to plant the asparagus because it is a perennial. It stays in the ground and sprouts new shoots every year. Now it is time to plant the seeds in our garden. The seeds should be spread properly and planted according to the directions on the seed packets. Nature will work its magic, and soon the seeds will grow into beautiful vegetables. B is for beet. This is a root vegetable. The beet greens that grow above the ground can also be eaten. Some people like the beet greens better than the beets. Worms and toads are good for your garden. Hey worm, wiggle your way to the W page where you belong. C is for carrot. Carrots are one of the few vegetables that are bright and orange in color. Of course, people are not only the ones who love carrots. D is for daikon. Daikon is a white radish that is shaped like a big fat carrot. In this book, the letter D should be for difficult page. We had a hard time finding a vegetable that begins with the letter D. E is for eggplant. Years ago, eggplants were deep purple, but now gardeners can grow bright white eggplants. Some are called Ghostbusters and others are called Caspers. F is for fiddleheads. Fiddleheads are young ferns that are harvested before they uncurl. If you want fiddleheads in your garden, though, they would have to be transplanted from the wild. G is for green bean. Green beans have great nutritional value. That is why your parents make you eat them. A fun way to grow green beans is to let the bean vine climb up the legs of a teepee. H is for horseradish. Horseradish is a big, ugly vegetable that has extensive roots. Horseradish is generally used in a hot sauce or seasoning for foods. I is for Indian corn. This corn has hard, colorful kernels. Indian corn is primarily used for ornamental purposes, especially around Thanksgiving. People do not usually eat it. J is for jalapeno. You are in for a big surprise if you bite into a jalapeno. This is a hot vegetable. Eating one will make your mouth and throat feel like they're on fire. Jalapenos can even make you cry. Be careful. K is for kohlrabi. Kohlrabi is more common in Europe than in North America. Their many thick stems on this vegetable make it look like an alien spaceship with lots of antennas. L is for leek. Leeks are easy to grow and naturally pest-free. Insects and animals do not like to eat them. Leeks can be harvested early when they are as small as your baby finger, or later in the year when they are as long as your arm. M is for munchkin. Munchkins are little tiny pumpkins that can fit in the palm of your hand. Giant mammoth pumpkins grow so large that you have to call someone with a forklift or a backhoe to pick them up. N. N is for Norland potato. Potatoes grow underground. There are almost 300 different types of potatoes worldwide. Not all potatoes have brown or yellow skin. There are even red, white, or blue potatoes. The Norland potato has red skin. O is for okra. When picking okra, you have to be extra careful you do not pull down the whole stalk. Okra is an excellent soup thickener. Okra is also called gumbo. P is for peanut. Peanuts have an unusual way of growing. As the stems of the plant grow upward, some shoots turn downward and bury themselves. The peanuts actually grow underground. If we are going to have some peanuts in this book, we might as well have the popcorn. P is also for popcorn. Popcorn kernels are smaller than sweet corn that people eat. When popcorn kernels are dried, they still hold some moisture. If they are heated up, the moisture expands and pop, pop, pop goes the popcorn. Q is for quicksilver. Most corn is yellow, but quicksilver is the nickname of a silvery white sweet corn. It is fun to play hide and go seek in the corn stalks. R is for radicchio. Radicchio is an Italian vegetable like lettuce, but it is not green. Fancy restaurants often use radicchio as a decoration because of its unique color. The people who eat radicchio enjoy its slightly bitter taste. S is for snow peas. Snow peas grow well in the cool spring weather. Sometimes you may even see the rows of peas covered in snow. This is how they got their name. Snow peas seems perfectly happy after a snowstorm. T is for turnip. Turnips are one of the fastest growing root crops. One kind of big turnip is called a rutabaga. Rutabaga is a funny name. U is for ultra girl. Ultra girl is the really beautiful tomato. Boys should not be mad though. There is also a little larger tomato that is called ultra boy. Tomatoes are the most common vegetables grown in gardens. V is for victory cucumber. Did you know that pickles are cucumbers? Remember, keep your hand out of the pickle jar. V is also for victory garden. Victory garden is the name given to gardens that families grew to help feed people during World War II. While farm-grown vegetables were being shipped overseas to the troops, families were encouraged to grow their own victory gardens. W is for Walla Walla. There are at least 3 special onions. There's the Walla Walla from the Pacific Northwest, the Vidalia from Georgia, and the Maui from Hawaii. But even a sweet onion can bring tears to your eyes. X is for xeriscaping. Xeriscaping is the art of growing plants with hardly any water. This is a new world and a whole new type of outdoor landscaping and gardening that preserves our precious water. Y is for yard-long beans. This bean can grow to be about 36 inches long. You can use it for a belt. You can pretend it's a jump rope, or you can cook it and have a very long lunch. Woodchuck, you should go to the W page too. Z is for zucchetta. You may have to look through a zillion packs of seeds, but eventually you might find seeds for a thin S-shaped vegetable called zucchetta. A zucchetta is a little squash. Winter is coming, and now it is time to put the Victory Garden to bed. Good night, Victory Garden. The end.